It's the Bug Eye Guy, and today I want to take you under this nice bug eye and talk to you a little bit about hydraulic systems and slave cylinders. Now, this nice car has a chronic issue that we found on just about every bug eye that's come through here. And this one, if you look at that rusty band right next to the rubber cap, right about there, if you can see where I'm pointing, that's a telltale sign that this little slave cylinder is leaking hydraulic fluid. The fluid comes in here on this line. It is very simple. All it does is move that clutch actuating lever when you step on the clutch. It's all hydraulic. But when those things leak and they leak fluid, you start to lose fluid in your master cylinder reservoir. And I'll show you here on the table, this is a Bug Eye Master. There's not a very big reservoir here. One side brake, one side clutch. There is a little dividing line, but if it all runs out on one side, you don't have much left on the other. So if your clutch is leaking and you lose your reservoir, it's not a pretty sight. We'll get back to that in a minute. So what happens is, these things start leaking. We put in the new ones that you can buy, and they're readily available, like most parts for bug eyes, and 6 months later they start to leak again. Now, why? The reason being is that hydraulic fluid is kind of the lifeblood of the brakes and clutch on these cars, on most British cars. And the hydraulic fluid absorbs water. These are not sealed systems, they're vented. And moisture in the atmosphere gets in the fluid. That moisture gets inside the bore of this cylinder. It starts to make little pits, and the net effect is the rubber that's inside there gets chewed up. Here, in fact, is what the rubber inside the slave cylinder looks like. It's just this little cup. Very inexpensive part, and you can buy rebuild kits all day long for only a couple of bucks. It pushes this piston, and the piston engages that rod, and that's what operates the clutch right here. It's all underneath inside that cylinder. So what we've done actually is we've gone at this in a little different way. We've taken these slave cylinders and had a machinist bore them out slightly and then re-sleeve them with that gold ring is a brass sleeve, and a new piston and a new seal is inside there, and this is a rebuilt, reconditioned, sleeved slave cylinder. It's a better way. This is a master cylinder. I wanted you to see the bores. Same exact approach. Drilled out, re-sleeved with brass. And what that does is it allows this little all-important 99-cent part to slide on those bores without getting chewed up on the edge. And as a result, you minimize your likelihood of leakages. So that's how we address this with this uprated slave cylinder, this uprated master cylinder. We rebuild them, we put them in the cars that we sell, and it's one more way we try to make these cars more reliable here at BugEyeGuy.com.